My deputy governor, we have actually worked very well together.
Yeah.
We have presented ourselves as one situation where we don't quarrel. We have run Makueni as co-governors.
Yeah.
Not even a governor and deputy. She chairs cabinet. She goes to, she does, all the things that elected together we should do. When we had Azimio in Makueni, she was in Azimio. She was one of the people actually who, were advocating for Raila and so on. Our speeches are there.
Yeah.
When we went to a place we call Kakabaka to ask about 2,000 people from Makueni, our leadership, which is our direction, she is the one who was saying, isn't it Azimio? And people said, yes, that's what they want. So the night before she went to the deputy president, she came to my house. My mother had been unwell, so she said to my wife she wants to come and see my mother. And so she asked several people to come with her to see my mother. And at that point, she did not tell me that the following day, she had an earthquake. She had her own earthquake. And then she asked some of my close friends that they should join, political friends, they should join her to go and see deputy president. And at about 1, that's when they told me that they're being asked to do this.
Yeah.
So now, of course, I can't wake up a lady at 1 a.m. The following day, when I called her, she didn't pick the phone. So I think as a human being, I really felt that this is not correct, because when you come to my home and then you are going the following day to see the deputy president, you want to send the message that I have sent you. And so that, tactfully, people begin to say, this guy we're saying is in Azimio, he's watermelon, he's not, that kind of stuff. So I did react by saying, since we were working together and we were working in Azimio and you have changed your mind, it's good, you can change your mind. It's democracy, but there is decency also. You tell somebody, we were working together, you have helped me the much you have helped me, but now, to preserve myself, it is time, to go somewhere else. I would have respected that. And I would have said, that's fine. I cannot tell you, even when we share what I think, and we do share many things with Adelina in terms of this is what perhaps can happen. You want to be a women rep, this is perhaps what can happen, and so on. There are some challenges. But as far as I'm concerned, she has chosen her path. I have chosen my path. She wants to be a women rep. One can only wish her well. And of course, there are certain things that we were sharing in terms of our politics and in terms of, there has to be knowledge management. Yeah. Because I don't really want to get into problems because of sharing the way we used to share, and so on. Because
so you're detaching from her now?
Of course, because she has decided to, go another route, and I'm going another route. There is no way we can be sitting down and I tell her what I'm doing, my strategies, and so on. That cannot.
This final lap, how is this going to run?
One thing, one thing that we have to agree, my brother, you're my friend. Yeah. You cannot run this like the divorce court.
No, it's a matter of public interest. He was out there saying that his deputy governor will walk alone. But you've just told us now that they used to co-govern.
That's true.
Of course, but you can pick it from the governor's voice. No, of course, it is a sorrowful moment.
Well, it is a house of record.
It is almost like a bereavement. Actually, it was almost like a bereavement. Well, maybe less. But, sometimes you believe in somebody. Yeah. You share deeply in terms of, strategies, in terms of whatever work, where for all intents and purposes, there are very few deputy governors who are allowed to chair cabinet.
Correct.
Who are allowed to, there was a stint of time when Dr. Mulo was my Minister for Health, went to the national level. And I asked her, I told her for about 6 months, you know, you are going to do this to be acting, although it's a lot of work, and she didn't like being questioned by the assembly and so on. So when you get to levels where you say, the constitution says that we work together, and I wanted to give full extent and show an example of our governor and a deputy governor can work together to the benefit of their, you know, and you know, we help each other. But since we can't do our common politics, and you know there are things that we share in politics, so one has to keep a good distance. She has to keep also a good distance from me, so that I don't know what she's planning.
But Trevor, can I ask a question?
But yes, Governor, but have you spoken to her since her defection?
Yesterday, we had a cabinet. She asked to be excused from the cabinet.
She didn't show up.
And I respected that. And I respected that. Last time I called, and I called several times, she didn't pick my phone. But I'm thinking that things will cool. You know, we'll have a sit down. And, we will now plan how to go forward.
A question, Trevor.